Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I lost 205 pounds without surgery and how you can be successful on your own weight loss journey. So if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started. Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I hope you are doing great. It is Saturday, September 5th, 2020. It's official weigh-in day for my first week of my reverse diet. So welcome, everyone. I hope you've been enjoying the daily vlogs. It's been kind of crazy trying to keep up with all that. It's a little bit more complicated than I anticipated, but it's been really fun to try and make some videos of my day for you guys. First off, I would just like to say thank you to Keto BM for sending me one of their awesome ketone meters and sponsoring this video. So for funsies, you know I don't usually do it, but today I'm going to be testing my ketone levels throughout the day. I don't really know much about ketone levels. I don't really know like what's a good level and what's not a good level because I haven't tested very much. But today I'm just going to try it out and see how it goes with this new blood meter. If you guys are interested, I of course have a discount code for you in the about section. So go check that out. Grab yourself one of these great, cute meters. All right, so it looks like this kit contains everything I'm going to need. Well, it's in a very nice little pouch. Like they also have videos if I can't figure this out, so that's good. All right, so I've opened it up. Oh, look how cute the little heart button is. That's adorable. Oh, and I love these ones. I hate the ones where you have to like poke your finger like, oh, I like these little spring ones. These are good. Looks like it comes with some of the strips and lancets. There's some lancets and the ketone strips. Nice. So I guess, guys, let's find out. After my first week on the reverse diet, am I in ketosis? Let's find out. Woo. I think I have it all loaded correctly. Here's hoping. Okay, got it in. Now I gotta do the hard part. I feel like such a noob, guys. This is harder than it looks, especially trying to video it. Wow, it's a teeny piece of blood though that it needs. Teeny bit. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.8 millimolars per liter. Well, I consider that ketosis. So that's actually the highest number I think I've ever gotten. I think maybe one time way back in the day I got like a 1, but I never get that high of ketone readings. So I guess I'm doing okay in the ketosis realm. So that's great. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a easy to use, simple blood meter that gives a good reading and takes a tiny bit of blood, check out the link in the about section for your discount code. Thanks, Keto BM. All right, everyone, welcome to my 1 week on a diet reverse check-in and update, and I hope that I am able to express a little bit about what I'm doing and explain it a little bit better. There's been a lot of questions about what a reverse diet is and what exactly I am doing. So I wanted to just explain that a little bit more. I did do a whole video on that, so if you go up to the red bar at the top and click on playlists, there is a playlist for the diet reverse that has everything. In the very first video, it's the live chat where I talked about this in detail, but just to reiterate of what my plans are, I am moving from a 1,300 calorie diet, trying to push my calories up as far as I can go and find my maintenance. If you've had a chance to watch some of my other videos, you probably know that my metabolism has not been damaged by my lower calories. I really could push my calories up a little bit more quickly because of that. But I am not choosing to do that because mentally I need to be able to get used to the idea a little bit at a time. Last time when I jumped right to what I thought maintenance calories were last fall, I was insatiable. I had a really hard time not eating everything in sight. So my idea is to kind of like warm my body up to the idea. So even though physically my metabolism is higher than what I am currently eating, and I'm technically still in a deficit, that's actually helping me to mentally be able to handle it and to get my body used to the calories a little bit at a time. So you guys saw that I've been testing my ketones today, and that's been kind of fun. I'm really loving this meter. It takes way less blood than the other meter that I have, and it's pretty fast and it's been pretty accurate. I don't know, it's been pretty fun. So I'm grateful to them again for sponsoring this video. If you get a chance to go click on the link and check it out, that would be awesome. Okay, I'm not going to go into the reverse diet completely entirely. I've talked about my cut in other videos, so if there's a whole entire playlist up there in the playlist with the keto cut information. I will just say, suffice it to say, for the last 3 months, my average calories have been about 1,300. When I added up all of the days that I did the cut and averaged it over the time, that was about where I was hitting. So my goal this week was to add 50 calories a day to that 1,300. So an average, to push my calories to an average of 1,350. So you'll notice I did the refeed at the beginning, and the reason I did that was because mentally I was starting to really slide downhill and not be able to handle the deficit anymore. I was really coming up against a wall. And I always find that doing a higher calorie day really helps mentally and physically to get back in the groove, and it really doesn't throw off your average if you don't do it very often. So say once a month you do a high calorie day, like I have done multiple over the summer. I've done at least once a month, and it's really helped me be able to stay focused, but it hasn't really brought my calorie average up too much. So that's been really good. So for this week, I really debated how I wanted to do it, whether I wanted to do it 1,350 every single day and just add a little bit of food, or whether or not I wanted to save it up and do it bigger on the weekend. So if you've been watching, you probably have noticed that I've done really well at staying below the 1,300. In fact, I did my average for the 5 days, Monday through Friday. So I did not count the refeed days in my average. I averaged out Monday through Friday, and my average calories was 1,287. So my average protein was 131 grams. My average carbs was 15.2 net. Wow. And my average fats were 73. So I did bump the fats up a little bit, but I also apparently bumped the carbs down. I don't even know if I did that on purpose. It just kind of happened. Not sure how I did that, but I did it. A couple of days I was really low, like under 10 net carbs, which was good. So to get that average up to 1,350 for this weekend, today and tomorrow, I am consuming 1,500 calories. If I consume 1,500 calories these 2 days in the weekend, not only is it going to give my metabolism a nice little boost with a 2-day refeed, mini refeed, not super high refeed, but a refeed nonetheless, it's going to help me mentally to be able to have a treat, and it is going to bring my average up to 1,350 for the week. Now, I've been really debating what I'm going to do going into next week, because I'm going to be raising my calories up a little bit more. So before we talk about that, I want to show you the weigh-in. I didn't show it at the beginning like I have been on these videos, because I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit and really highlight it. So I'm going to go ahead and stick the weigh-in right here for you, and then I'm going to be back and we will talk about that. So as you can see, I weighed in today at 171.8, which is still 2 pounds up from last week. Now, when it comes to a reverse, the advice given is that you add calories and then see what your body does and then adjust accordingly. The problem with that is that I tend to be really crazy on the scale, and I totally forgot to do my measurements. So I don't even really have measurements so that I can compare and see how things went. I'm tried really hard to remember to do that tomorrow. I don't know why I have a hard time to remember to doing my measurements on Saturdays. On Sundays I always remember, and then I'm like, oh, I'm on Saturdays now. Yeah, forgot. So it's okay. It's fine. So I don't have that. But I do know that I go up on the scale for various reasons. So you guys know that I added some strength training into my regimen this week, and that will usually bump up my scale. I'm heading into the week where I usually put on 6 pounds of water weight. So there's that to contend with. And so I am not going to use the scale as the barometer. I am going to use my metabolism as the barometer. I am not going to panic about weight gain until I have exceeded my basal metabolic rate calories. Now, the basal metabolic rate video should have gone up on Monday. So if you're watching this on Tuesday, which is what my plan is, that should have come out yesterday. So you should be able to go watch that and get those numbers from there. I am on the higher side for my metabolism, which is what we discovered. And so until I get to those BMR calories, I am not going to panic about scale gain unless I get to the end of the month when I usually am the lowest water weight and I've put on quite a bit of weight. Then I might be concerned. So I'm not going to panic this week, and I'm definitely going to keep bumping up my calories because I do want my calories at minimum that BMR rate. I'm trying to go out of a deficit. So on my way out, I would like to lose a few pounds. I would like to stay in a deficit for just a little bit longer, but like with the mental game, like give myself a little bit more calories so it's a little bit more, I can extend it out a little bit more without my head telling me stop, because right now I'm kind of hitting up a wall. I had a great week though. I have to say, I have had an easier time this week keeping my calories in check than I have for the past 3 weeks. So that has been amazing, and that has been, I would assume, to the refeed that I did in the weekend. So that all being said, I am not going to stop here and keep my calories at 1350 just to see what will happen with my weight. I'm not going to panic about the weight, and I'm going to go ahead with my plan of adding another 50 calories per day, bumping my calories up to 1400. And for my mental sanity, because 100 calories is a good substantial bite of food, I am going to go ahead and do that daily for this week. So all this week, my calories are going to be 1400 every single day, and I won't have like a refeed weekend. I will just do the same thing every single day. Then next week, I will decide whether or not I want to go back to the weekend warrior, if I want to add in the calories just on the weekend, keep them at 1400, and then add those extras on Saturday, Sunday, and give myself a little bit more of a treat, or if I want to just continue adding the 50. So my plan is for this month to stick to adding the 50 calories per day each week. So not 50 every single day, just every single week bump it up 50. And this week will be 1400 every single day. The following week, 1450 will be my goal. When I get to the end of the month, I should be at 1500 calories per day. And so I plan to keep going for another couple weeks, adding another 50 until I get to 1600 calories. When I get to 1600 calories, if the scale is staying stable, I will continue to raise them. But when I get to 1600 is when I'm going to start paying more attention to the scale and letting it dictate what I do each week. So it's for right now, this month, I'm going to be doing it very methodically, very straightforward. I know what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to change anything. But mid-October, I may start to adjust things weekly depending on how my body's reacting. So if that makes any sense, I hope it does. I'm really happy with how things went on my first week. It's kind of a mental thing. Like, even though I was eating fewer calories than I've been eating previously, like, because most days I was hitting about 1280, I have felt mentally more like in the game because I'm doing a reverse. It's like just something about knowing it's almost coming to an end and that I'm doing something to like bump my calories up and that soon I should be able to eat more food has made it just a little bit easier to get through to the next day. Strange, right? It's kind of cool. So I am excited about where things are going to go this week. I'm excited to be eating an extra 100 calories a day. Obviously, that's not a whole Quest bar, so I don't know what I'll be doing. I was able to fit a couple Quest bars into this week, regardless of the lower calories, which was nice. So I might go ahead and do that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I am really looking forward to having the extra 100 calories a day, I have to say. Like, something about that just makes me happy. I'm sure you can imagine. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I'm happy with how things are going exercise-wise. I was just kind of gently getting into it. Thanks for all of your advice on doing it better. I'm definitely working on it. Not a genius at it. It's literally the last thing that's in my wheelhouse. I am never ever been someone that does any kind of strength training. I've had a gym membership like twice in my life, and when I would go, I would ride the bike. I never like used the gym equipment because that's scary. It was scary, and I couldn't afford to hire anybody to train me. I've joked about hiring people, like doing trades over and over the years. I've even had a couple that I've talked about doing it with, and then I chickened out every time. So be patient with me as I try and figure out this whole strength training thing, and I'm doing the best that I can. I don't really want to do it. It's really, really hard mentally to make myself do it. So, you know, if I fail, don't panic, because, you know, I failed at weight loss a billion times before I finally found the thing that worked. So, plus I'm starting up clogging back again this week, which is going to be awesome. And I wish I could do the ballet class, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make that work in my schedule this year with homeschool. It's just not going to work out. But that doesn't mean I can't do some kind of ballet at home. So I am looking into that, doing some bar videos, maybe in my room with a chair or something. I could do that. Why not? The kids do Zoom classes, so why not do that? Anyway, I think I'm done talking to you guys for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and send you back to the rest of my day, and I hope that you enjoy. I will remind you, since today is technically I'm recording my weigh-in video, even though technically you're not seeing it till Tuesday. This is confusing as well. But this is the one time I'm going to mention all the ways you can help in the channel by going down and subscribing to Patreon. Patreon users got to see my DEXA scan and my BMR video before everybody else this week, and that was really fun. And it's just such a blessing for all of you who can be my Patreons and like help support the channel. There's also a PayPal address if you want to just send me a one-time deal, or if you want to buy a shirt, there's a Teespring store. So there's ways you can help keep the channel going and help me out that way, and maybe push towards helping me finally fix my PC so that the channel doesn't actually die, because that legit could happen. So like if I disappear off the face of the earth, that's probably why. But don't worry, I'll let you know in the community tab if that happens. Bring. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna let you guys go to the rest of my day. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again soon. Alright, I just fed the chickens, and I didn't take my phone out there because I was thinking, you guys have seen enough of the chickens this week, and this video is already going to have too much. But then when I went out there, I needed to refill their feed, and there's like a 25-30 pounds of feed that I have to carry around the yard. And so I decided to do some like shoulder lifts with it, and I did a couple sets of 5 each. And then I did some like lifting with 2 arms this way, and did a couple sets of 10 each. So I did a little bit of exercise, then hauled that thing around the yard to fill up all of the buckets. So yeah, I wasn't gonna do any exercise today, but I did. I am about to eat my meal, so I'm gonna show that to you real quick because I am going to test my ketones before I eat it. So here's my food. Today I'm having 2 fried eggs, 50 grams of center cut bacon, 2 ounces of mozzarella cheese, and a cup of 0% Fage Greek yogurt sweetened with peach mango Mio water enhancer. And then my extra calories for the day are not going to go to a Quest bar. I actually decided if I don't eat these keto cakes, they're going to go bad. They've been here for like 2 weeks. I haven't eaten them in the fridge, so I hope it's still good. But these are about 220 calories, so basically what I did was I kept my calories under 1,300 all week so that I could have a 200 calorie-ish item today and tomorrow, and then that'll average out to 1,350. But I am about to check my ketones. It's a tiny bit of blood. It's way less than the Keto Mojo. 0.3 only. See what I'm saying? The only thing that I have had to eat today is a bang. And yeah, 0.3. Aren't they supposed to go up? I don't know how ketones are supposed to be, but anyway, I'm gonna eat this food. I'm watching TV. I just took my second dose of Solé after eating my lunch. And I'm relaxing today. I'm not doing much. Well, hey guys, it's 4 o'clock. I legit have been watching this Netflix series called Away all day long. I cannot stop watching it. It's literally got me in the feels. So here I am at 4 o'clock. Still haven't made the first part of this video. I hope I'm actually going to get it done sometime. I will, maybe in a little while. But yeah, Dave's been working all day, and so I literally have been laying in bed. So I'm going to show you, I am about to test my ketones again to see how I'm doing after breakfast. So it's been a few hours. I'm going to be having another bang for the afternoon and 3 more Jellos, just like before. And of course, Solé water dose. But first, before I do all that, I'm going to check my ketone levels. So I really like this because this poker, it doesn't hurt as bad as the one I'm using for the Keto Mojo, and I don't have to get as much blood out. So my fingers it doesn't bother me as much to prick my finger as it does with the Keto Mojo. Whoops, did I do it wrong? It has this little plunger. So like the way you do it is you put the little thing in the end right here and push it down so that the little red thing shows, and put the lid on. And then of course it has the like numbers for how you set the different pokes. I've got mine set to 3 and it doesn't even seem to hurt so bad, but you have to set the plunger by pulling the end like that. It took me a second to figure that out. Actually, I had to watch their video because the instructions don't explain that. They said pull the gray thing back, and I kept trying to slide down this thing. I still don't know what this thing is. But you know, maybe I'll figure it out. Okay, I gotta hurry before this meter doesn't want to read me anymore. Which finger am I gonna do? Let's do this one. Like legit, I can hardly feel it. And then I squeeze. In my opinion, it just takes way less of a poke than the Keto Mojo does. See, look, like it's just a tiny bit of blood. I think that's the best thing about this monitor, to be honest. Yep. Okay, so this is one thing that is about high protein keto when you don't eat a lot of fat. I really thought that my numbers would be up higher because I ate that keto cake, because that's more fat than I usually eat. But the thing is when you don't consume a ton of excess dietary fat and you're eating protein for your calories instead of fat, you just use up the ketones that your body makes, and so you just don't have a lot of ketones floating around willy-nilly. And this is part of the reason I don't really test my ketones. But you know what? When it comes to higher protein keto, any 0.2 even, 0.1 even, any ketones whatsoever indicates ketosis. Because if you're eating under 20 net carbs, and I'm eating well under 20 net carbs, like well under. You guys know my average for this week was really, really low. So my ketones should be higher technically. I should be in a deeper state of ketosis. But when it comes to the higher protein keto, it doesn't really work that way. Protein prioritized. It basically means you use up your ketones. So I was kind of bummed about that. I really thought that I would have a higher level than that after eating that keto cake, because that's not normal. That's more fat than I usually eat for my first meal. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going to enjoy these Jellos and my bang and relax and watch a couple more episodes of Away, and then maybe I'll get my makeup on and make that first part of the video for you. I hope. And let's not forget Solé water. Alright, it is 8:30. I'm about to have dinner. This is going to put me at about 123 protein, like 100 grams of fat, I think. Oh my heck, is it really that high? And 21 net carbs for the day. 1523 calories, if I remember that right. I hope I remember that right. Close enough. Anyway, this is what I'm having for dinner. So I'm just having spaghetti squash spaghetti, but the difference is I'm using 85-15 ground beef. So I've got 6 ounces of 85-15 ground beef, 155 grams spaghetti squash, 2 ounces of sliced mozzarella cheese, and 2 servings of lucini marinara. That is going to be my last meal of the day, and then I am going to have another dose of Solé water with my dinner. Probably that'll be the last thing I eat for the day, since that's the last of my calories. Ketones right before I eat. Point 4. Man, I really enjoyed having 1,500 calories today. I'm looking forward to in a couple weeks when I'll be doing that every day. it's pretty great. I'm looking forward to tomorrow doing 1,500 calories again, and that feels pretty good. So anyway, I just thought I would say goodnight to you guys, and I will see you all tomorrow.